Let me get started in just a second, guys. Just gotta share this out, and then we'll get started. All right. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to this on this Festivus evening stream here, where we have some content creator basketball association here on Twitch, or if you're watching this at a later time on YouTube, thank you very much for watching this. I am Vita Productions, as we do have some CCBA action here. Let me see. CCBA roster. Exclamation point CCBA roster if you want to see the list of the rosters. And then CCBA teams. Exclamation point CCBA teams if you want to see the team name list. As they are 30. Actually, it's a 30 team league, but 29 content creators here that I follow, including, and then one team named after myself. And tonight we have a Southeast Division battle between the Washington Crayniaqs of Caz Cray. Give him a follow on his Twitch, as well as his kick.com/Caz Cray, and as well as his YouTube channel, Caz Cray Gaming. Just put exclamation point Caz, and you'll see the links to his platforms here, as well as follow CyberDarkWolf on Twitch, twitch.tv/CyberDarkWolf, and I'll also have the link to his YouTube channel with exclamation point Caz here. And before we get started here, I just want to say that the Crayniaqs are 2-4 on the season. All of their games so far have been simmed. This is the first time we'll be watching them on Watched Games, as well as the Richmond Darkwolves. Unfortunately, they've gone through some sims, and they have gone 0-6 to start off the season to this point. But can things change tonight? You never know. However, in the previous 5 games, the away team has won 4 of the first 5 of the watched games. Only the Seattle Dad Gamers have the only team that have won at home so far to start off the season, as the real tight spot will join us, as he's waiting to get into the Richmond Coliseum here. As you're going to see, the son of a biznitch. That's what I love to hear, man. How are you doing tonight? I know you are waiting to get into the Richmond Coliseum. I know there's a couple of others who are waiting to get inside the Richmond Coliseum. So let me read off the starting lineups in case if they don't do the starting lineup intros like they've done on most of these games already. For the Crayniaqs, you have Luka Doncic at the point guard. The other guard, Alex Caruso. Brandon Ingram at the small forward, and Jalen Williams at the power forward, and Ivica Zubac. I don't know how I pronounce his name, but he'll be in the man in the middle. And for the Darkwolves, you have Devin Booker at point guard, OG Anunoby at the other guard, Denny Avioje at the forward, Jeremy Grant at the other forward position, and Jalen Duren at the center position. And without further ado, it's time to get you guys into the Richmond Coliseum for tonight's CCBA action. So sit back, relax, and enjoy this action. Duran, Duran, Duran. I love that.
Let's meet your Richmond starters. Starting at small forward, number 8, Denny Avia.
Advija, okay. Or Advia.
Position, number 3, OG
Anubi, okay.
At the center position, number 0, Jalen
Duran, okay. And appreciate the lurk, by the way. Tight spot.
At the other forward position, number 9, Jeremy Grant. Starting at the other guard, number 1, Devin Parker.
All right, guys, and from the Richmond Coliseum here, we have a Southeast Division rivalry here on this Festivus night between the Washington Crayniaqs and the Richmond Darkwolves. The Crayniaqs are 2-4 on the season, but you don't see them in the top 10 in the power rankings, as a lot has actually changed, and it has not been a different week yet. And you have the Richmond Darkwolves still longing to get that first win of the season. And you see the basically in all blue uniforms for both teams. One of them has like the light blue, the other one has a dark blue. As they have the the Richmond Darkwolves with a D home court advantage. They need to get something going here. They are 0-6 to start off the season. Only a half a game ahead of the Tampa Cocos for the second worst record. As Shano91 joins us here at the Richmond Coliseum with the lurk. Appreciate the lurk there too. Jeremy Grant, and the bucket is up and no good. Zubac with the rebound. As you see Alex Caruso give it over to Ingram. Ingram with the shot, no good. See Jalen Duran with it. Anobi with it. He's coming around. He's going to get to the line. Caruso called for his first foul.
First team foul. At the line for Richmond, OG Anunoby.
Anunoby, okay. Anunoby will make the first one, and he gets the first points of the game, and the Dark Wolves are up 1-0 early on. And Anunoby sinks on both. It's 2-0 very early on here, just 40 seconds into this ball game. Look at Doncic. And over to Williams. Williams go over to Brent Ingram. Ingram being guarded by Avija. And Ingram's going to get the 2 points. And this game is tied at 2. This is a Southeast Division rivalry here. As you see, the Crayniaqs 2-4 want to get a win to get closer to 500. As you see, Williams with the steal. Give it over to Doncic. Doncic with the layup, and it's good. Luka Doncic with his first 2, and it's 4-2. He's averaging 25.2 points a game. so far this season. Devin Booker giving over to Duran, to Anunoby. And it's stolen by Caruso. Let's see Caruso with it. Give it over to Zubac. Back to Luka Doncic. I will have standings posted a little bit later tonight on my Twitter account. And see Luka Doncic with the deep three, no good. Avdija with it. Anunoby gives it back over to Duran. Booker thought about the three, but he gives it back up. Duran back to Booker. 5 to shoot. 3. Booker hesitated. Avdija with the 3. Avdija with the 3, and it's 5-4. His first 3 of the game. See, look at Doncic. And that shot is up, no good. Duran with the rebound. You can see Grant coming along. Jeremy Grant, no good. Doncic with the rebound. The Crayniaqs are in the light blue with the Florida State on their shorts. As you see, the Darkwolves are in the darker blue and grayish uniforms, where they have the Jaguar emblem on the top, as well as the NC State logo here, as you see Zubats with the layup. And the Crayniaqs are back on top, 6-5. And the NC State logo, by the way, on the shorts, so 10 to shoot. Go to Duran. Jalen Duran with the bucket, and it's 7-6. Just about 4 minutes into this ball game, and it looks like we have a decent pace here coming at the Richmond Coliseum. You see, look at Doncic with the jam, and he's leading all scorers with 4 so far in this game, averaging 27.5 points, 9.7 assists on the road, by the way. I see Devin Booker coming around being guarded by Doncic. Devin Booker with a shot, and it's good. Those are his first 2 points of the game. And it's 9-8. Back and forth first quarter. 3-5 for the Darkwolves to 4-7 for the Crayniaqs on the field this early. Luka Doncic. No good. Duran with the rebound. As you see Booker with it. This is the Festivus night stream here. As you see Jalen Duran with a layup attempt. No good. Gets his offensive rebound, but it's rejected. Zubac with that rejection. But Avdija with it. Over to Booker. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. 2 to shoot. Booker's got to get it off. He's at the three-point range, and he will hit that. And the Darkwolves are up by 4 with 7 to play in the first quarter. Hopefully you guys are having a great night. I hope you guys are going to have a great holiday season if you do celebrate it here. You see Alex Caruso with it. Almost went out of bounds for a second. Luka Doncic for 3. No good. Anunoby with the rebound. The Darkwolves are trying to get their first win of the season. Are 0-6 so far at this point. And you see Duran with the jam. Jalen Duran has 4 points. It's a 6-point lead for the Darkwolves. As you see Ivan Zubac. Or Vika Zubac with it. As you see Caruso giving it over to Williams. Williams coming around. Williams in the back, and it's stolen by Duran. Devin Booker coming around. Anunoby with it, had 2 points, but he loses it as Ingram gets the steal. Gives it over to Doncic, and Doncic will get the jam there. He has 6 in this game. Brandon Ingram gets the assist. 14-10. Over halfway through the first quarter. You see Duran gives it over to Anunoby. Or Anunoby, I should say. Duran. 8 to shoot, 7 to shoot. Booker with it now. Booker trying to get the shot up. He does, and look at that. Devin Booker with that jump shot there, and he has 7 in this game already, a 3-3 shooting. Back to a 6-point lead now for the Darkwolves. Caruso. In order to Doncic. Doncic thought about the 3 for a second, but thought passed it up. 5 to shoot for the Crayniaqs. Caruso loses it, and Duran will get the rebound. As you see Grant coming around. Back over to Avita. And look at that, Duran with the jam. He has 6 in this game, and it's an 8-point lead now for the Darkwolves. They're off to a very strong start in this game. Over to Zubac. Doncic. 4.5 to play in the first quarter. Zubac. Layup attempt, no good. Duran with the rebound. Anunoby with it. Give it over to Booker. Booker back to OG Anunoby. Scored the first 2 points of this game on free throws. Give it over to Duran, and Duran's going to go to the line as Zubac is called.
First personal foul.
Or Zubac.
Second team foul. At the line for Richmond, Jalen Duran.
Jalen Duran on the line to shoot 2. And he misses the first one. As we got some substitutions coming in now. The Crayniaqs. Gabe Vincent coming in now for Luka. And for the Darkwolves. Yeah, Bojan coming in for Devin Booker. Or is that not Devin Booker? No. But he does hit the second run, though. Devin Booker tied with 7 points. Both game highs so far to this point, 19-10. See Brandon Ingram coming around. Ingram with the shot. No good. Avida with it. Adiha with it, I should say. And you see Jalen Duran with the jam. And it's an 11-point lead early on for the Darkwolves. Trying to make sure they get out of that winless and get off the schneid here. And they're looking so good to this point right now. 3.5 to play in the first quarter. 21-10. Richmond. Zubac has it. Give it over to Gabe Vincent. Over to Caruso to Williams. 5 to shoot. 4 to shoot. Williams get over to Zubac. Zubac. Shot no good. Jalen Duran with the rebound. Avdiha coming around. I believe he's the only scorer to not get anything yet. It's Bojan for 3. No good. Zubac gets the rebound. 3 to play in the first quarter. Caruso coming around. See Williams with it. And, I don't know what kind of layup attempt that was, but Jeremy Grant will now have it. Give it over to Avdiha. Jalen Duran. Give it over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp. He gets his offensive rebound, though. Give it over to Grant now, has it, with 6 to shoot. Needs to get it going. Grant for 3. No good. Zubac has it. Gives it up. The Ingram gives it away. Back over to Zubac. Over to Ingram. Ingram for 3. And he will drain it. Brandon Ingram has 5 in this game. 21-13. Under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Jalen Duran. Give it over to Grant. Grant for 3. No good. Zubac will get it. Caruso now has it. Give it over to Ingram. Brandon Ingram almost give it up to Gabe Vincent now. Back over to Zubac. Williams. Give it over to Zubac. Zubac with a jump shot, and it's good. Zubats, I should say. He has 4 in this game. Look at that. The Crayniaqs 7-16 and the Darkwolves 8-16. And Richmond will call a timeout. With under 1.5 minutes to play in the first quarter, the Darkwolves up 21-15. And during this timeout, Unless you guys have a question on here that are watching or lurking, I'll be taking my headsets off. Enjoy these Richmond Darkwolf dancers. All right, 10 seconds left of this timeout. All right, those are the Richmond Darkwolf dance crew here as the league leaders, but these are from last season, so we're not going to worry about that. I will have a Google document coming out at the end of the stream because we're going to be heading into the Christmas break after this. There will be no streams tomorrow or Monday night because of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. I see Richmond will get ready to inbound it here as Christian Coloco will give it over to Beauchamp now. Reddish now in there as you see Jackson. Most of it are, with the exception of Devin Booker, who's back into the game. Booker coming around. Booker with the layup, and it's good. Devin Booker with 9 points. In this game, it's back to an 8-point lead. Gabe Vincent with it crossing the timeline for the Crayniaqs. And there's a three-point attempt, and it's good. That is Tari Eason. 23-18 now. Under a minute to play here in the first quarter. As Beauchamp gives it over to Jackson. Jackson with a shot up attempt. No good. Bull with the rebound. And there's a three-point attempt there. No good. I believe that was from Caruso. Doncic back into the game as well. Give it over to Booker. Booker for three, and he will drain it. He has 12 in this first quarter. Back up to an 8-point lead again. Luka Doncic for three. No good. 8 to play here. Less than 10 seconds, I should say, to play in this first quarter. Reddish coming around. Reddish over to Coloco. Coloco, look at that jam. Gets 2 points, and that will do it for the first quarter. And at the end of the first quarter, the Richmond Darkwolves with a 28-18 lead over the Washington Crayniaqs. Dominant first quarter by the winless Darkwolves, I should say. And we will be right back. And we are back here at the Richmond Coliseum, where the Richmond Darkwolves is a 28-18 lead over the Washington Crayniaqs in the Southeast Division rivalry game. Both teams have played 6 games to this point, where the Darkwolves are 0-6 on the season, where the Crayniaqs are 2-4. Both teams want to get a win. One because they want to, for the Crayniaqs, as you see, they're going to get the ball to start the second quarter. They want to get closer to the 500 mark. The Darkwolves just want to get off the schneid. As you see, Doncic with a chance, no good. Threw it over to Beauchamp. Back over to Jackson to Coloco. Coloco, there's the three-point attempt. No good. Malik Beasley with the rebound. Luka Doncic going through there. You see Gabe Vincent with the layup, and it's good. His first 2 points of the game, and it's 28-20. Beauchamp. Booker. No good, and Bol with the rebound. Gabe Vincent coming. Back over to Luka Doncic. Doncic, give it over to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent for three, and he drains it. That's the last 5 points he scored, and it's back to a 5-point game now, with over a minute into the second quarter. Over Beauchamp for three. Beauchamp with three, and that is his first three of the game. That's an 8-point lead again. Led by as many as 10 is Malik Beasley with three, and he will drain that. His first three of the game, and it's back to a 5-point game again. And you see here Devin Booker coming around. Booker hesitated, but does get the layup, and it's good. Devin Booker's first 2 points of the quarter. And now he has 14 points in this game. It's the Eason. Give it over to Doncic. Doncic. And he's going to get the shot up. No good. Beauchamp with the rebound. Luka Doncic only has 6 points in this game so far on 3 of 11 shooting, 2 assists. Booker. Deep range three. No good. Almost brought this game back to a 10-point lead again. See Gabe Vincent to the Bol. Give it over to Luka Doncic. See 5 now to shoot. They got to get it off. Doncic gets a chance to escape. Bol there with the layup attempt. No good. Coloco with the rebound. Darkwolves with 17-9 advantage on the boards to this point. You see Devin Booker coming around. Devin Booker, oh, that was rejected off the glass. And that was all Bol right there to prevent that. Would have went in. Doncic will get the points there. His first 2 points of this third quarter, and it's an 8. He has 8 in this game as substitutions being ready to be made on the Darkwolves side with 8.5 to play here in the second quarter. Hope you're enjoying this Content Creator Basketball Association action. It's Devin Booker with three. No good. Luka Doncic with the rebound. Over to Doncic. Doncic layup attempt. In and out. No good. Jackson gets the rebound. Cam Reddish coming. Cam Reddish. Move over to Beauchamp. Back to Jackson. To Booker. 7 to shoot. And there you go. Devin Booker there. And he has 16 in this game. Back to a 7-point lead again. 7:40 to play. Over to Bol. Doncic. Thought about the shot for a second. He will get the shot up, and he will hit that. Look at Doncic with 10 in this game. And it's a 35-30 lead for the Richmond Darkwolves. Booker for three, and he drains that three. He has 19 so far. 7 in the second quarter. Has exactly half the points for the Darkwolves in this game as Gabe Vincent's coming around. Give it over to Malik Beasley as he's being guarded by Cam Reddish. Beasley. Jump shot, no good. Coloco with the rebound. Booker now has it. 19-11. Oh, and look at that alley-oop attempt. As Isaiah Johnson gets that jam, it's back to a 10-point lead and timeout for the Darkwolves. And anybody on here who are watching, want to get information about if you're watching this on stream, you're on Twitch, put exclamation Caz for Caz Cray's information for his kick, his Twitch, and as well as his YouTube channel, and an exclamation point CDW for the information for CyberDarkWolf's Twitch as well as his YouTube channel. For those that are watching this on the YouTube stream or the YouTube video on demand, well, I will leave a link in the description down below. So look at the description down below for the links to the information here, to these channels. I mean, I recommend to watch both of their channels for both Twitch, Kick, and the YouTube channel. I don't think CyberDarkWolf does Kick, but he definitely does stream on Twitch. I did raid him after last night's game. As we're being ready to head out of the timeout. Looking at those sexy court dancers here. Again, more league leaders, but once again, we are looking at the league leaders from last season. I think we have enough right now. I think 2-3 weeks into the calendar season that maybe we should start putting the current season stats. As Ingram's going to inbound at the Dontage. They're over to Williams. It's a 10-point lead for the Darkwolves. Ingram, the shot no good. Duran with the rebound. Avdiha will now have it for the as there's a foul called. Luka Doncic's call for his first personal foul.
First team foul.
Anunoby back into the game now. As Avdiha gives it back to Booker. Booker has 19 so far in this game. We're to Beauchamp. Beauchamp for three. Beauchamp has 6 in this game, and it's 43-30, the largest lead of the game, as Alex Caruso has it. Getting over to Williams. Williams, the Zubats. Zubats has it, and it's jamming. It's an 11-point game. He has 6 in this game. First 2 points of the second quarter. Booker coming around. You see Booker with it. Gives it over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp for 3 again. No good. He's already drained 2 of those 3-pointers already for 6. As Luka Doncic has it. 43-32. The Richmond Darkwolves on top, looking to get their first win of the season. Look at that. Brandon Ingram spin move, no good. Jalen Duran gets the rebound. See, Beauchamp has it. Back to Booker. To Duran. Jalen Duran with the shot up, no good. Caruso gets the rebound. Easy Zubac. Give it over to Dontage. Look at that. 5 to shoot. 4 to shoot. 3 to shoot. Gets it up and it's good. Luka Dontage now has 12 in this game on 6 of 15 shooting. Booker. Booker with a jumper and it's good. Devin Booker now has 21 in this game and it's back to an 11-point lead again. 4.5 to play here in the second quarter. Brandon Ingram from the NC State logo is good.
Assisted by Luka Doncic.
Luka Doncic gets the assist here. Look at the field goals here. Both teams. Oh no, wait a minute. Caz is shooting for 16-34. The Darkwolves are 18-34. See, Beauchamp gives it over to Anunoby. Anunoby no good. Anunoby's only points so far have come from the charity stripe. See, Williams has it. Giving it over. Oh, look at that. Williams thought he got room. Hesitating here. 6 to shoot. 5 to shoot. Under 5 to shoot here. Got to get it off. Deep 3 for Williams. No good. Avdiha with it. Avdiha has it. Booker. Giving it over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp back to Booker. 10 to shoot. Gives it over to Beauchamp. Over to Avdiha, but Beauchamp has it again. He's got to get the shot off. In there, 2. Booker for 3. No good. Zubats has it to Luka Doncic. Back over to Williams. God. Yeah. Come on. And I don't know if you guys can hear me anymore with this, but sorry guys, I just got bugs for a second. And you see the 3 there
3 points
by Caruso, and it is back to a 6-point game. His first points of the game.
Timeout. Richmond calls timeout.
Richmond calling timeout now. And I'm going to take a little timeout myself, so. All right, guys, as we're heading back out from the timeout here, 45-39. The Darkwolves on top right now. As the Darkwolves will get the ball with 2:22 to play in the second quarter. You see Grant with it. Get over to Booker, and Booker's going to get to the line as Caruso called for the foul. His second personal this game.
Second team foul. At the line for 2, Devin Booker.
Devin Booker, who already has 21 in this game. And he hits the first one. And he misses the second one, and it's 46-39 here. You see Williams coming around. Back over to Caruso. Caruso's going to get to the line this time, and Devin Booker's the one who fouls him.
First personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the away team, Alex Caruso. 2 shots.
See, the Darkwolves have led by as many as 13 in this game. And Caruso will hit the first one. And that's 4 points for him in this game. And he misses a second one. Still 6-point lead here. Anunoby coming around. Anunoby with the layup, and it's good. OG Anunoby gets his first points from the field, and his first points in the second quarter. He has 4 in this game with under 2 to play here in the second quarter. 48-40. Eason for 3. No good. Duran with the rebound. Avdiha over to Booker. Anunoby has it. Anunoby is going to get to the line as Eason's going to get called for the foul.
Team foul. At the line for Richmond, OG Anunoby.
With 2 shots. His second trip to the line. And he will make the first one. Lead back up to 9. And he hits them both. Anunoby, 50-40. See Caruso crossing the half-court line here, just about a minute to go. Anunoby had 10 points and 2 assists against the loss to the Dallas Revamps here. 50-40 now. You see Anunoby coming around. Devin Booker coming around. Look at that spin move, but no. He misses it, and Ingram's coming around. Booker getting back on track, though. You see Brandon Ingram, he lost the ball for a second, but it's still going to be Crayniaqs' ball as the ball went off of Anunoby. 1:01 to play here in the second quarter. It's 50-40 the Richmond Darkwolves on top. You see Ingram for 3, and he will drain it. Brandon Ingram has 10 points in this game. The Crayniaqs 6-14 from 3. Anunoby with the jam. And it's back to a 9-point lead. Over to Zubac. Zubac to Williams. Williams, the layup, and it's good. Jalen Williams, his first 2 points of the game. Duran gets over to Anunoby. Anunoby for 3, and he will drain it. OG Anunoby with 11 points, 9 in the second quarter, and it's back to a 10-point lead for Richmond. Ingram coming around. 14. They do have to get a shot off before the end of the quarter. 5 to shoot on the shot clock. Coming around, Ingram. 1, he gets it off. No good. And that will do it for the first half here with the Richmond Darkwolves 55 and the Washington Crayniaqs 45 as we head to halftime. Very solid first half for the Darkwolves. They look like they are well on their way to getting their first win of the regular season, as we're going to look at the halftime, because they got music somehow when they show that halftime show with that lady on the little like bike thing. They got music that's somehow copyrighted, and I don't like copyright music getting a copyright claim on YouTube and then have to have it muted. As you can look at the Eastern Conference standings, they're the Darkwolves number 10 at 0-6. No, I don't think they're at 10th, because right there, that kind of does not make sense here, but you're looking at the highlights here. Look at that. As you see, Devin Booker is just dominating that game in the first half. He has 22 points. Does not have any rebounds, but he does have 6 assists. And you look at Luka Doncic, 12 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Both teams scored 27 points each. As we are going to get ready to head back to the as we're getting ready to head back to the third quarter now here at the Richmond Coliseum. The Crayniaqs will inbound it to start off the third quarter here. Dontage. Over the Caruso. Booker, Ananobi, Duran, Adavida, and Grant are on the court for the Darkwolves. You see Ingram with a shot, no good. Ananobi with the rebound. Ananobi coming around. Give it over to Devin Booker. Booker has 22 in this game. Give it over to Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant's going to get to the line, and not an and one opportunity as Jalen Williams called for his first foul.
First team foul. At the line for Richmond, Jeremy Grant.
Grant has not scored yet, but he does hit the first one, so he'll get his first points of the game. And it's an 11-point lead for the Richmond Darkwolves. Grant, and he hits them both. First 2 points of the game, and it's a 12-point lead for the Darkwolves. The Darkwolves going into this game at 0-6. The Crayniaqs are 2-4. You see Brendan Ingram with a shot, no good. Avdija with the rebound. Give it over to Booker. Booker coming around with the layup, and it's good. He now has 24 in this game. The first 2 points of the second half for Devin Booker, and it's a 14-point lead for the Richmond Darkwolves. Largest lead of the game. Caruso giving back over to Dontage. Dontage over to Williams. Williams to Zubac. Zubac gives it up. Relay up attempt, no good. Durham with a rebound. Ivaka Zubac, 6 points in this game on 3 of 6 shooting, 8 rebounds. They see Jalen Duran with a layup attempt, and that's good. He now has 11. And it's a 16-point lead for the Richmond Darkwolves, the largest of the game. Luka Doncic. And it's good.
Assist goes to Jalen Williams.
Williams will get the assist there. Doncic has 14. We give it over to Ananobi. Ananobi to Devin Booker. Booker coming around, no good. Zubac with the rebound. Zubac. Over to Dontage. 7 to shoot here. Dontage. And he will get the points in, and that's good. That is his 16th point of the game on 8 of 16 shooting from the field. Minus 10 though out on the court. Back to a 12-point lead now. Devin Booker is over to Ananobi. Ananobi for 3, no good. Luka Doncic gets the rebound. See Williams coming around. Williams, and he steps out of bounds. Richmond's going to get the ball. As we're 3 minutes into the third quarter here. Grant will inbound it to Devin Booker. (61-49). And a reminder, everybody, that there will be no streams the next 2 nights for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. As you see, Avdija with the 3 points, and he will drain it. And timeout for Washington. As Richmond, their second largest lead of the game, I should say, they're up by 15 with 8.5 to play in the third quarter. All right, so Put exclamation point YouTube to see my YouTube channel. You can subscribe to there. For those that are watching this on the Twitch stream, these games will be put on video on demand at the end of the night, so you guys can re-watch them. Or for those that do not come to my Twitch streams, they can watch it on my YouTube channel. Subscribe to there. Don't forget to follow Caz on Twitch and Kick, as well as subscribe to his YouTube channel, exclamation point Caz, for tonight. And as well as CyberDarkWolf, the Richmond Darkwolves. You can follow him on Twitch, as well as the link to his YouTube channel. Subscribe to him. As you can put exclamation point CDW. And see exclamation point CCBA roster for the roster list of of every team, as well as you put exclamation point CCBA teams for the team lists and who the content creators are named after as we end the timeout here. Washington getting the ball now. Williams inbounding it to Caruso, crossing the timeline here at the Richmond Coliseum. Doncic coming around with 2 points, and it's good. Luka Doncic has 18 in this game. 64-51. And Anunoby giving it over to Booker here. Booker coming around. Booker giving it over to Grant, Jeremy Grant, who has only 2 points in this game, and there's a 3-point there. Avija, I believe, had it. That's 9 for him in this game. It's a 16-point lead, matching the largest lead of the game for the Darkwolves. Give it over to Doncic. Doncic finding Williams. Williams for 3, no good. Jalen Duren gets the rebound. Avdia has it. You see the rebounds there. The Darkwolves out rebounding in a big margin, 31-20 over the Crayniaqs. As you see Devin Booker in and out. Alex Caruso will get the rebound. 7.5 to play here in the third quarter. 67-51. The Richmond Darkwolves, who are winless so far in the season. See Doncic almost got like a spin shot away, but passed that up. You see Doncic gets it back over here. 5 to shoot, 4 to shoot. And there's a very poor alley-oop attempt there. As you see, that's a steal by Jeremy Grant. Grant giving it over to Booker. Booker with that jump shot, and it's good. Devin Booker with 26 in this game. 10 in the paint, and it's 69-51, the largest lead of the game. 18 points for the, you see, look at Doncic for 3, and he will drain it. He now has 21. See Devin Booker, 6.5 to play here. Booker, another jump shot. In and out. Zubac with the rebound. You see Williams coming around now. He is being guarded by Jeremy Grant. Williams gets that screen by Caruso, but doesn't last that long. Look at Doncic for 3, and he nails it, back-to-back threes. And that's 24 points for him. 12 in this quarter already for Luka Doncic. 69-57. Duren gets it, no good. Zubac gets a rebound. Gives it back over to Doncic. Doncic thought about another 3-point attempt. Yeah, I mean, why not? He's been on fire so far the last couple trips down. Doncic gives it over to Ingram. Ingram coming around. 2 to shoot. Zubac. Wee gets the points there. He now has 8 in this game. It's back to a 10-point lead. It's an 8-0 run in the lap. But you see Anunoby there with the jam. And it's 13 points for him. It's back to a 12-point lead. That ends that big run there, that 8-0 run. Doncic passes up the shot to Zubac. 6 to shoot. Ingram with a jump shot. No good. Avdija with the rebound. See Devin Booker. Booker with a jumper. No good. 4:40 to play here in the third quarter. 71-59. The Richmond Darkwolves are on top. Give it over to Ingram. Ingram back to Luka Doncic. Passes up. Williams for 3. In and out. Avdija has it. Give it over to Grant. Grant to Duren. And Jalen Duren with the jam. 13 points, and it's a 14-point lead. You see Williams with the three-point shot, no good. Avdija will have it. Give it over to Devin Booker. Booker, oh, he gets a free shot right there, and that's a three-pointer for him. He has 29 in this game, 7 in this quarter. And it's a 17-point lead again on a 7-0 run. Luka Doncic for 3. And you cannot leave him open for 3 as he has 15 in this quarter. 15 of his 27, and there's a timeout called by Richmond. With 3:23 to play in the third quarter, it's 76-62. The Richmond Darkwolves, who are winless going into this game. And I'll be taking a little bit of a timeout too, unless somebody has something to say. And that will do it for the timeout here as we're about to head back to action here in Richmond, Virginia. The Richmond Darkwolves, again, up 76-62. As you can see here, 3:23 to play. The Darkwolves are 0-6 so far in this current season. As you see, Richmond will get the ball. Inbounding it. Avdija with it. Gives it over to Jackson. Jackson giving over to Anunoby. Anunoby. Oh my gosh, 9 to shoot here. Anunoby, no good. Bol gets the rebound. Over to Bol. Luka Doncic. Doncic with the jumper, and it's good. He has 17 so far in this third quarter. 17 of the 29 points in this game have come in this third quarter. Back to a 12-point lead again. Grant coming around. Grant with a layup attempt. No good. Bol gets the rebound. Luka Doncic has it. Under 2.5 to play in the third quarter. Alex Caruso. And back to Luka Doncic. Doncic to Bol. And there's a shot up. No good. And that was by Tari Eason. Avdija now has it. He's going to give it over to Beauchamp. Back to Jackson. Beauchamp coming over to Grant. Grant for three. No good. Easton gets the rebound. Under 2 to play here in the third quarter. It's 76-64. The Richmond Darkwolves on top. Easton for three and in and out. Viha will have it. Adia coming around. He gives it over to Beauchamp. Barely stays in bounds. Back to Beauchamp. Beauchamp to Grant. 8 to shoot here on the shot clock. Under a minute and a half to play here in the third quarter. Beauchamp. No good. Doncic will get the rebound. Richmond has not scored in the last almost 2.5 minutes of this game. As you can see, Eason coming around with it. Eason loses it for a second, but he does get it back. Doncic with 8 to shoot. Tari Eason for three, and he drains it. It's back to a 9-point game. He has 6 points in this game so far as Ananobi has it. Ananobi gives it over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp back to Jackson. Jackson, oh, he's rejected by Bull, but Beauchamp has it. He's got to get a shot up. 4, 3, 2. Grant for three. No good. Caruso will get the rebound. It's an 8-0 run, by the way. You see Bull coming around, and he's going to get the layup attempt. No good. Jackson will get the rebound. They still have to get a shot off before the end of the third quarter as the shot clock is operating. Over to Avdiha. Avdiha has it. 8, 7 to shoot. 5 to shoot. 4 to shoot. Grant for three. He drains the three. Jeremy Grant hit 5 points in this game. And the three-point attempt is no good. And at the end of the third quarter, the Richmond Darkwolves 79 and the Washington Crayniaqs 67. We'll be right back for the final 12 minutes, or maybe not final 12 minutes. Stay tuned to find out after these messages. All right, we are back at the Richmond Coliseum here. As you can see, the assist of the game, Devin Booker, on that alley-oop. I believe that was to Grant. That was time in that third quarter here. For those of you guys who are watching later on the YouTube stream, thank you very much. As Coloco is into the game now, as the Darkwolves will get the ball to start the third quarter. Or the fourth quarter, I should say, as Vincent, Doncic, Bobo, Beasley, and Easton are out on the court for the visiting Crayniaqs. You see Devin Booker. Nice shot to start the fourth quarter. He now has 31 in this game. Booker's been a one-man wrecking crew so far in this game. Doncic gives it back over to Beasley, to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent coming around. Gets a shot up, but that is rejected by Christian Coloco. As Beauchamp has it. Beauchamp gives it over to Booker. Back over to Eason, and Eason with the steal. By the way, coming up in the first time out of that fourth quarter, as you see, Luka Doncic gives it back to Gabe Vincent. Gabe Vincent for three, no good. The first time out of the fourth quarter, I'll announce the game for coming up on Tuesday night, as Beauchamp for three, no good. Eason will get the rebound. As a reminder, there are no games to see Luka Doncic will get the points there on that shot. He had 17 in the last quarter. He now has 31 in this game. As 17 was in the third quarter of the 31 that he has. But as I said, though, no games tonight or tomorrow. And you see Coloco there with the jam, his first points since the first quarter. And both teams are shooting well above 40%. The Crayniaqs at 45%, the Darkwolves at 49%. And there's a terrible pass right there, and the Darkwolves are going to get the ball back again. As you can see, Christian Coloco with the rebound, with that rejection off of Gabe Vincent. 10:07 to play in the fourth quarter. The Richmond Darkwolves up 83-69. You see Devin Booker coming around with the layup, and it's good. 33 for him in this game, 12 as a mid-range shot. And that's going to go out of bounds, and Luka steps out of bounds. Back-to-back turnovers by Luka in this game. As Caruso's coming back into the game now for the Darkwolves, and let's look at it here. Duran's coming into the game now. Coming back into the game. Beauchamp with it. 85-69. Devin Booker with a three-point, and that is good. Devin Booker. 36 points in this game, and it's the largest lead. Matches the largest lead at 19. Or that actually might be the largest lead of the game, I should say. They're over. Caruso for three. No good. Jackson with the rebound. 88-69. We may have had a little bit of a back and forth in the early part of the game, but it's been dominating since the last part of the first quarter for the Darkwolves, who are, a reminder, 0-6 going into this game, and Jackson steps out of bounds here as the Crayniaqs will get the ball. That was kind of a careless turnover right there by the Darkwolves. 9 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Eason, over. Caruso for three, and he will drain it. 7 points for Alex Caruso in this game, 88-72. Cameron Reddish coming into the game now. You see Jackson. Back over to Beauchamp. Beauchamp to Jalen Duran. Reddish with it again. 7 to shoot. Jackson with it. He's going to get the layup attempt. No good. Tyree Easton with the rebound. Caruso going the other way, who just had the three-pointer on their last trip. 88-72. Bol has it. See Gabe Vincent being guarded by Devin Booker. Back over to Caruso. 2 to shoot. 1 to shoot. Tyree Easton for three. No good. Jalen Duran will get the rebound here. Devin Booker has it. 8 minutes to play here in the fourth quarter. 8 minutes away for the first win. I see Beauchamp for three. No good, but Jalen Duran will get the offensive rebound and the second chance points. That's 15 for Jalen Duran. Back to an 18-point lead again. Doncic with the alley-oop to Bol. And Bol gets his first 2 points of the game. 16-point lead here for the Richmond Dark Knights. Again, looking for their first win of the season. See Jackson with it. Give it back to Booker. Devin Booker, who already has 36 in this game. You see Cam Reddish for three. No good. Luka Doncic gets the rebound. Gabe Vincent has it. 7 minutes separates. Is all that's separating the Darkwolves and win number 1 of the season. And they look like they're well on their way. See Devin Booker with it. Give it over to Jalen Duran. Back over to Reddish. Cam Reddish. Back to Jackson. Back to Devin Booker, who has 36 already. Reddish for three. No good. In and out. Easton will get the rebound to Luka Doncic. Doncic coming around. Doncic. Shot. No good. Jalen Duran gets the rebound. This is Devin Booker coming around. Give it over to Duran. Dern back over to Jackson. Jackson's shooting. Just sitting there. 5, 4 to shoot. Devin Booker. 2, 1. Booker getting the shot off in time. No, it doesn't touch the rim. And it's a shot clock violation going against the Crayniaqs. Going to the Crayniaqs, as I say, as we got some substitutions coming in now. Looking at the lineup, Doncic, Caruso, Ingram, Williams. Going a little too fast, as I see here. Booker, Anunoby, Avija, Grant, and once again, I hate it when it goes by a little fast. Give it over to Williams. Under 6 to play here, 90-74. Zubac back into the game. Doncic thought about going for 3. Caruso get that shot up, no good. Jeremy Grant gets the rebound. Anunoby back into the game. As you see, the starters are not. The Darkwolves are not content on just resting their starters just yet. Only a 16-point, as you see, Avdia with it. Avdia coming around with a layup, and it's good. Denny Avdia. He now has 11 points in this game. And it's back to an 18-point lead for the for the Richmond Darkwolves. 5 to play. Doncic shot up, and he gets the points there. He has 33 in this game. Avdia gives it over to Grant. Jeremy Grant, no good. Williams will get the rebound here. 4:40 to play in the fourth. 16-point lead for the Richmond Darkwolves. Again, that separates them. I see Luka Doncic for 3, no good. As I said, 4:26 separates the Darkwolves from win number 1. I see Booker coming around. Devin Booker with a shot. It's good. He has 38 in this game. Back to an 18-point lead. Alex Caruso. Give it over to Zubac. Zubac gives it back to Ingram. 10 to shoot. Oh, try to go for the pickpocket there, Grant did. Or that wasn't Grant, that was Anunoby. As Avdia had with it. Gives it over to Booker. Booker to Anunoby. And oh gosh, that was close. 14 to shoot. Anunoby for 3, and he drains it. His first 3 of the fourth quarter. He now has 16 in this game, and it's a 21-point lead, the largest lead for Richmond. And we finally have our first timeout here in the fourth quarter. 3:32 left. That's all that separates the Richmond Darkwolves from their first win of the season. And as I talk about it, once again, I do want to remind you guys there are no games tomorrow or Monday night for Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But coming back on Tuesday when we return, we will have the Milwaukee Thrizzwolds after Thrizzy, the streamer on YouTube, at the Tampa Cocos, named after Coco Sports, who is going to be going back to doing part-time streaming for the next few months, as he's going to be working a lot starting in January. But I suggest you give him a shout-out, too. I mean, I will have the commands for those that are watching on Twitch, as well as I'll leave a link to their Twitch channels for those who are watching this on YouTube replay. That will be in the description, as well as I will pin the team names and the rosters. But remember, also at the end of this game, I will also be doing statistics for the players as well as the teams. Then we're going to go for the 10-minute ticker, followed by the injury report. And you see Devin Booker gets player of the game. And why not? He's just been on fire. Big part of the reason why this team is up by 21 and on their way of getting their first win of the season. And only getting the second home win on the watch game so far. for any team that's on here. 3:32 to play here, 97-76. The Richmond Darkwolves on top of the Washington Crayniaqs. Caruso coming around. You see Ingram with it. Brandon Ingram will get the 2 points there, coming out of the timeout. He has 12 points in this game. First 2 points in the second half here is Anunoby. Gives it over to Duren. Jalen Duren gives it over to Devin Booker. Booker with a mid-range shot, and that's good. He has 11 in this fourth quarter, and he has 40 in this game. (99-78). So 3 straight nights we've had players with 40 points in this game, scoring 40 points. We had Joel Embiid back on Thursday night. Last night's game, we had a 48-point game by Jason Tatum, and now we have Devin Booker with 40 points. See, Booker for 3. No good. But Jalen Duren will get the second chance points off of that offensive rebound. He now has 17 in this game. As we're approaching 2 minutes to play here, and it looks like you see Luka Doncic will drain that 3. And he now has 36. So Doncic has actually been performing pretty well in this game. A bright spot for this Crayniaqs team tonight. Otherwise, what's been terrible here as we're under 2 to play. 4, 3. And there's a 3-point attempt, and no good, but Jalen Duren gets the offensive rebound. Give it over to Grant. Jeremy Grant for 3, and he drains that. He has 8 points. All 8 coming in the second half. Under a minute and a half to play here. 23-point lead for the Richmond Darkwolves. Doncic with a shot up, no good. Jalen Duren gets the rebound. Grant will have it. Devin Booker gives it over to Avdija. As you see, Devin Booker. Oh, look at that. Booker with 13. Avdija. 42 points, 14 of those in the mid-range. 25-point lead with under a minute to play here, and it's almost all she wrote here. Caruso will get the 3 points there. He has 10 in this game. 106-84. OG Anunoby coming around. And that's going to be a violation, 3-second violation. The ball going to the Crayniaqs as we're going to get a shitload of substitutions coming in here for the Darkwolves. Booker stays in. Beauchamp, Reddish, Jackson, and Koloko will get it. But as I said, they're going to empty off. Both teams are emptying off the benches here with 22-point lead. As you see, Brandon Ingram, no good. Reddish will get the rebound. Cam Reddish back to Jackson to Booker. Booker with a shot, and it's good. He has 44 in this game. 108-84. And CyberDarkWolf, if you're watching this, as Luka Doncic will get probably the last 2 points of the game. And the Richmond Darkwolves are going to get off the schneid with a 108-86 win over the Crayniaqs, the Washington Crayniaqs. The Richmond Darkwolves will go to 1-6 on the season, as the Washington Crayniaqs will fall to 2-5 on the season. So the Richmond Darkwolves are no longer winless. That now leaves the Tampa Cocos as the only winless team of the will be the only winless team left in the CCBA. So there's one winless and one undefeated team still left. But we'll see how things go after the 10-minute ticker in the simulation games. As we are going to go look at the stats of the victorious Darkwolves here. Devin Booker, 44 points, 1 rebound, 10 assists. Great game. Jalen Duren, 17 points, 21 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals. OG Anunoby, 16 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Denny Abadiha, 11 points, 12 rebounds. You got like 3 players with double-doubles. Jeremy Grant, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 4 assists, and a steal. Marhan Beauchamp, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Christian Coloco, 4 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 block. Isaiah Jackson, 2 points, 4 rebounds, and an assist. Cam Reddish, 0 points, but he did have 2 rebounds and an assist. Romeo Langford and Jabari Walker, KZ Akpala, and Keontae George did not play in this game. All right, so now for the losing team in this game, the Washington Crayniaqs. You had Luka Doncic with 41.7 rebounds, 6 assists. Brandon Ingram, 12 points, 1 rebound, 2 assists, and a steal. Ivica Zubac, 8 points, 12 rebounds, 5 assists, and a block. Alex Caruso only had 7 points, 3 rebounds, and an assist. Tari Easton, 6 points, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. Gabe Vincent, 5 points and 2 assists. Malik Beasley, 3 points, 1 rebound. Jalen Williams, 2 points, 1 rebound, 9 assists, 2 steals. Bol Bol only had 2 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 blocks. Goga Bidazi, I don't know how you pronounce his name. Justice Winslow, Frank Jackson, and Vlatko Kankar did not play in this game. And now we're looking at the team comparison here. Let's see here. The Darkwolves shot 51% in this game to 44% for the Crayniaqs. The three-point percentage, 42%, 14 to 33 for the Darkwolves, to only 41% from beyond the arc, 13 to 32 for the Crayniaqs. The free throws, Darkwolves did get to the line a lot more than the Crayniaqs did, 8 of 10 compared to 1 of 2. Both teams have 4 fast break points in the paint, 44 to 30 in favor of the Darkwolves. Second chance points, 10 to 0 in favor of the Darkwolves. Bench points, 16 to 12 in favor of the Crayniaqs. 31 to 29 for the assists, or 31 to 29 in favor of the Darkwolves. Let me see. 8 offensive rebounds to 1 in favor of the Darkwolves. 46 defensive rebounds to 35 in favor of the Darkwolves. And the Darkwolves in total win the total rebound battle 54 to 36. So they just there was just no contest on the rebounds. That's the reason why the Darkwolves end up with the win. That is one reason why. Let me see, though. Defensive-wise, though, 4 steals to 3 in favor of the Crayniaqs, as well as 4 blocks to 1. Turnover battle. The Darkwolves gave up the ball 7 times to 6 for the Crayniaqs. However, the Darkwolves, I believe, scored every time they got off the turnover, because they got 12 points off of those turnovers. And that averages 2 points a turnover they scored off of, as well as only 1 point per turnover, it seemed like, for the Crayniaqs. They got 7 off of the 7 Darkwolf turnovers. And the biggest lead was the Crayniaqs had a 2-point lead early on in that first quarter, or midway through the first quarter. But other than that, it was just total dominance by the Darkwolves from the beginning, maybe the latter part of the first quarter to the rest of the game. So congratulations, CyberDarkWolf. Your Richmond Darkwolves will get their first win of the season. They are at 1-6 at the moment. Caz Cray, your team falls to 2-5 at the moment, but we're going to see how the 10-minute ticker goes to see if you guys can better your records. All right, so and once again, as I said, this is only the second time so far in these streams and watched games that the home team has won a watched game. And last time that happened was the Seattle Dad Gamers on the first night, back on Monday night, with a 102-93 win over the Anaheim Baffles. But we'll see how things go, because Dad Gamers came on a few nights ago after a couple of sim games with the team up 3-0, but they've lost 4 of the last 5 to be 4-4. So we're going to simulate through the date, and we got Snowman, we'll have Jaren. We're going to go look over the injuries actually at the end of the stream after we do the 10-minute ticker, which is brought to you by RJL Network, the YouTuber who does Inside Pitch Baseball, which, by the way, is coming back in January for his new replay season. I know, we're going to go look at the daily view here. So, as we said, we watched the game, 108-86. The Richmond Darkwolves will get their first win of the season over the Washington Crayniaqs. The Salt Lake City Sports Gaming with a 120-106 win over the Cincinnati Nasty Natties, with Salt Lake City going to 5-4 and Nasty Natties going to 3-5. The Philadelphia Shadows with the 120-101 win over the Boston Big Babies. The Shadows are 5-2. The Big Babies are 2-5. FG, if you're watching, your New Jersey FGs are 5-3 to start the season with a 124-112 win over the San Diego Quickie Marts, who are now 2-5 on the season. The Austin Cinco Ochos go to 7-1 on the season with a 106-101 win over the New York Kilds. The Kilds are now 4-4 on the season. The Las Vegas Tight Spots get their second win with a 115-104 win over the Chicago Murdas, as they are now 5-4 on the season. As the Murdas fall to 5-4 on the season, I should say. The Houston Dirty Casuals with a 124-114 win over the Anaheim Baffles. The Dirty Casuals are 4-3 on the season, and the Baffles are 5-3. The Jacksonville Blaze with a 101-100 win over the Memphis Jedis. The Blaze are now 5-3, and the Jedis are 3-5. The Columbus John Jakes get a 122-116 win over the Milwaukee Thriswolds. And as I said earlier, in the fourth quarter, the Thriswolds we're going to be watching on Tuesday night when we return to action. The John Jakes go to 6-3 on the season. And in Minneapolis, the Minneapolis Sports Gurus with a 115-102 win over the New Orleans Ninjas. The Sports Gurus are 4-3, and the Ninjas are 5-3. The Oklahoma City Breezy Bunch with a 107-100 win over the Cleveland Clinkers, who we did watch last night, where the Clinkers actually ended up having a good lead for a little bit, controlled the game for most of that first half and throughout part of the third quarter, but ended up losing that game from like the midway to the third quarter to the rest of the game. And it doesn't look like much has changed, as they are now 2-6 on the season after losing to the Breezy Bunch 107-100. St. Breezes and Company are 5-3. The Dallas Revamps with a 120-117 win over the Walty Snowmen, who are now 1-7 on the season. The Phoenix JG9s, who we did watch last night, where they had Jason Tatum go off for 48 points in that game. so far the most in a watched game. They go to 7-2 with a 125-124 win over the Seattle Dad Gamers. And Gamer, you should not have said that you were the best team assembled on my stream, because you have lost 4 of 5. You lost, or I should say 5 of your last 6, and started off 3-0 when you said that you were the best team assembled. And look at this. Sorry, Stoner, but you are no longer undefeated. Sorry, but not sorry. My Sacramento Dubmans with a 119-105 win over the Portland Bear Caves, as the Dubmans go to 5-2, and 7-1 are the Bear Caves. All right, so now we're going to sim through date for this one, and Tampa Coco's have an injury. Oh, we might actually have our first injury in a watched game, possibly. All right, so now going on to November 9th. The Cincinnati Nasty Natties will get a win over the Milwaukee Thrizzwolds. So the Thrizzwolds will be 4-4 going into the stream. Because they're not going to play tomorrow. And I know the Cocos will not be playing on the 10th either, because you don't see teams playing back-to-back-to-back. But the Nasty Natties are with a 120-116 win over the Thrizzwolds. So the Nasty Natties are now 4-5. The Thrizzolds are 4-4. And the Louisville Outcasts also go to 4-4 with a Southeast Division win against the Tampa Cocos, 113-104. So the Cocos are the only winless team remaining. But as we just saw earlier, there are no more undefeateds in the CCBA after my boys pulled off the upset against Stoner Gamer. And now let me see, because I don't want to, let me see, we got the Jacksonville Blaze. So the last day that we're going to simulate through. Ooh, the big babies have Kate Cunningham, okay. So let's see the Daily View now. So the Philadelphia Shanos are 6-2 on the season. And they get a 103-95 win over the Columbus John Jakes, who are now 6-4. And on the home series, we have the Richmond Darkwolves with a 119-116 win over the Crayniaqs. So that we just watched them in Richmond destroy the Crayniaqs by 22. And now we see, on the simulation-wise, we see the Richmond Darkwolves getting their second win of the season over the Washington Crayniaqs, this time that was played in our nation's capital. Both teams are 2-6. The New Jersey FGs with a 140-123 win over the Boston Big Babies. The FGs are 6-3. The Big Babies are 2-6. The New Orleans Ninjas with a 126-122 win over the Houston Dirty Casuals. So the Ninjas are 6-3 and the Dirty Casuals are 4-4. The Salt Lake City Sports Gaming with a 120-110 win over the Memphis Jedis. The Sports Gaming are now 6-4. The Jedis are 3-6. The Austin Cinco Ochos are now 8-1. I believe they are the best team in the CCBA to this point now. They're now 8-1 on the season with a 112-102 win over the Minneapolis Sports Gurus. The Dallas Revamps now go to 5-4 with the 136-106 win over the San Diego Quickie Marts, who are now 2-6. The Anaheim Baffles with a 124-110 over the Las Vegas Tight Spots. The Baffles are 6-3 and Tight Spot 2-7. And just as I gloated, this was a couple days ago, earlier on this simulation. In this simulation, the Breezy Bunch defeat my Sacramento Dubmans 115-108. So congratulations, St. Breezes. The Breezy Bunch are 6-3 to start off the season, and my Dubmans fall to 5-3. And that is the 10-minute ticker. presented by RJL Network. If your team won, congratulations. If they didn't, there's always tomorrow, but I would say Tuesday, though. So now we're going to go look at the injury report. Let me see. The Philadelphia Shadows, once again, no injuries to report. The Milwaukee Thrizzwolds, okay, here we go. Nick Richards out 2 to 4 weeks with a strained left hip. Chicago Murders, Larry Nance Jr. still out 1 to 2 weeks. Nothing for the Clinkers. Boston Big Babies will have Cade Cunningham day to day, so he probably will not be on there that long. San Diego Quickie Marts, Zach Collins day to day. He is recovering now. Malik Monk hurt, out 1 to 2 weeks with a bruised left shoulder for the Memphis Jedis. No injuries for the Outcasts, none for the Blaze, none for the Richmond Darkwolves. Salt Lake City Sports Gaming, pinched nerve in the back, and I believe now that is day to day. He's still hurt. Sacramento Dudmans, no injuries. New York Kills, no injuries. The Anaheim Baffles still have Jalen Brunson out 2 to 4 months with a torn left tricep. Derek White, day to day. I don't know if he's going to be playing in the game against the Thrizzwolds coming up, but that game will be in Tampa, though. So, and we just recently saw a winless team tonight in the Richmond Darkwolves get their first win. So who knows? Maybe Tuesday night we'll see the Cocos get off the schneid. Dallas Revamps, no injury. New Jersey FG's Kelly Olnick still out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken right leg. Seattle Dad Gamers, no injury. But you're 4-5, and you should have never have talked on my stream because you've lost 5 of 6 after your team started off 3-0. Cincinnati Nasty Natties, Kevin Love out 4 to 6 weeks. New Orleans Ninjas still have Sasha Vesnikov day to day now. Chris Paul, the only injury now for the Columbus John Jakes. He's still out 1 to 2 weeks with a broken right elbow. Let me see. The Pittsburgh Snowman, Jaren Jackson Jr. out 6 to 8 weeks with a severe left ankle sprain. Ouch. No injuries for the Houston Dirty Casuals. Austin Cinco Ochos, no injuries. Las Vegas Tight Spots, no injuries. Oklahoma City Breezy Bunch, no injuries. The Minneapolis Sports Gurus now have Jalen Smith now day-to-day with a sprained left toe. I don't think he'll be coming back in the next game. Portland Bear Caves, who just lost their first game of the season, they have no injuries. Phoenix JG Giants, no injuries, and the Washington Crayniaqs will have no injuries to report, and that will wrap up the injury. So that will do it for the stream. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around for the raid, and we're probably going to raid Shano91 because he's a good guy. And he is who I named the Philadelphia Shadows after. And don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, that there are no streams tomorrow, Sunday, or Monday because of Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. But we will be back on Tuesday with the Milwaukee Thrizzwolds at the Tampa Cocos. Thank you, Shano, for the lurk, as well as the Real Tight Spot, and anybody else who was off and on the stream, as I noticed that there were people that were coming on and off the stream. Even if you were just lurking, thank you very much. It is well appreciated. If you're watching this on the VOD, video on demand, replay on YouTube, thank you very much. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as hit that bell icon for notifications when videos like this come out, as well as those of you guys who are watching on Twitch, don't forget to watch twitch.tv/VDA Productions. As I need to get it on to this team right here. Let me see the Cocos. There we go. As you can see here, we head to November 11th. As we'll be close to being done with 3 weeks into this season. But once again, guys, as I said, the Milwaukee Griswolds at the Tampa Bay Cocos. Could the Cocos get off the schneid like the Darkwolves did tonight? Remind you that the final score, the Richmond Darkwolves 108, the Washington Crayniaqs 86. I will probably be having a thread right now later on tonight on my Twitter account. As you can see, let me just put down my socials. As you see, follow me on Twitter. Actually, it's now X, formerly known as Twitter's, and Instagram at Vita Productions. But as I said, I will definitely have a thread started coming up as soon as with the standings, as well as some league leaders leading up to the Christmas break. But until then, I hope you guys have a safe, if you celebrate it, have a safe Christmas. And I hope to see you guys on Tuesday night around 9 p.m. Eastern. Until then, you guys take care. Peace out, Pisons. Thank you very much. Have a good one. Or, as I said, don't forget to join me for the raid of Shano here. And now I can officially say, peace out, Pisons. Take care.